if we have this law as a nation, and then now people are like PayPal is practicing it on the side, that's illegal. Then it means a group is going to be excluded, and they don't want that. Then it creates a problem for the whole nation. So we don't, with the goal that we're trying to eradicate that you actually get hired based on your merits and your hard work. But we know that doesn't happen. We know that. But if somebody is practicing that overtly and people can see, then an agent will also come up and say, hey, how come we didn't get a loan as well? And then now the Department of Justice has to now take care of that and say, okay, well, you can't do that, Ms. Shelley. You can't do that because it's illegal. So I think that's the fight here. It's not that the things that we suffer as a group is not real, but if we want to move ahead, if specifically things are made without the reparation, that's the biggest thing. Reparation would have made everybody even. But if we want to say, okay, PayPal give certain money for a group of people, but not this group because of this group, then now you're causing more problem. You're not solving it. It becomes the reverse. Even though we know, you and I know that is in reality, but there's a law that has to interpret what a business can do. Because if the DOJ, if somebody comes to hurt you and the law says you're not supposed to go to Ms. Shelley's house or do something to her, we will celebrate that, because it makes sense. So that's what they're doing here, that a company cannot do that, right? You can't exclude people and say only these people can get this money, because guess what? The other group that are also minorities are going to come up and sue you.
Well, this is the thing. The other groups that are minorities that may come up and say, hey, we need to get it too. Are you specifically targeted to where you cannot get opportunities, where you're not having opportunities? If that's the case, I get that. But Black people in this country are specifically targeted. And that's why there is a need for these type of incentives. Now, if we go through a wave where, we have that whole thing about Asian hate. If Asian people are being specifically targeted in a certain way, in a certain industry, I also believe, hey, then if they've been held back in that way, all right, then I feel like they should level the playing field for them. But this is an attack on Black people. That's what it is. It's a blatant attack on Black people under the guise of, oh, the law interprets this as not right. And by the way, law, it's the way you interpret it. So they're taking the law and interpreting it in the way that benefits what they actually want to do, which is try to squash us, try to further put us back into poverty or more of us into poverty, and expand their wealth while diminishing our wealth. That's the purpose of what they're doing.
I think the DOJ should be focusing on reparation instead of this side things happening. They should focus on the big issue, which is pay up the reparation, allow that to go through, pay it, and now let's have a level playing field. Otherwise, this will keep happening.
They need to call it reparations.
It will never stop.
Yeah.
So it's huge, right? The lawsuits are often, they're coming against Civil Rights Act claims, anti-discrimination statuses, equal protection arguments, post-affirmative action precedents,